Okay, this might be the last time I crank this car up with the E-cam in it, but we're going to crank it, listen to it, look at the air-fuel ratio, look at the vacuum gauge. Alright. Vacuum is at about, what is that, 14-ish? Well, it's bouncing a lot. It bounces a lot more whenever you first start it, than whenever you're being after later. Okay, it's going to be a slow go. The garage I have to work in is tiny and the lighting is not great, but we'll keep you posted. All right, the cam, where are we at? Okay, there we go. The cam is ready to come out. About to pull it out. E-cam out, F-cam in. All right, I'm gonna film with one hand and take the cam out with the other. Here we go. We're going to deliver the little baby E-cam, and oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just kidding. That's not the E-cam. This is the original Bronco cam that I cut into a quarter, and then I used it to drive in the cam plug that goes in the back. But I'm going to clean up the F-cam, oil it up, put it in, show you that. Here we go. All right, the E-cam is out, the F-cam is in. I just added like, I don't know, 5,000 horsepower maybe. And now I get to put everything back together. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got the intake gaskets on, about to put the intake down. I always like to take some bolts, cut the heads off and use them as alignment studs. All right, here we go. All right, the intake's on. Just got to bolt it down. Still got to do the timing cover, if you can see it. Timing cover. Getting closer. Slowly, very, very slowly, but surely. Alright, we'll put the engine to bed. I can't get the timing cover on, so we'll try again tomorrow, and hopefully we can hear it running. Alright, it's morning time. We're going to get back at it, but so I couldn't get the timing cover on because I couldn't lower the oil pan enough, because this is the garage space I'm working in. I have no space to turn around or get anything done. So I'm gonna clean up, open the garage door, back the car out, jack it up, get this oil pan lowered, get the timing cover on, water pump, and then just wait for it to cure, and then we'll hopefully be in business. Okay, got the timing cover, water pump on. This engine's starting to look like an engine again. Next will be valve covers, carb, harmonic balancer. We're getting there. All right, it's pretty much all together. I got my tool tray put back in, and I just have to fill it up with fluids, get the belt, and yeah, and crank it up. Here we go. Oh, not here we go. See you later. All right. Let's see if it'll fire up. You know what? Let's check for leaks first. Make sure we don't have any fuel leaks. Safety first, then teamwork. Alright, the fuel leak would be on the other side. Okay. You can't see anything, I can't see anything. Alright. I think it's about to go down. Or at least we're going to try to turn it over. And then we get out, look for leaks. First we'll make sure we got oil pressure. All the good stuff. All right, let's see if it works. Got oil pressure. Let's check for leaks. Okay, my apologies for doing this in selfie mode, but this is a low budget production, so I don't have a tripod. I took the Mustang out for its maiden voyage. I think it did really good. It idles, I don't know how, well, I guess I understand. It idles a little smoother. The vacuum gauge doesn't jump around as much. I've only taken it on one spin, so I can't give you a real good review. So today is Sunday. I'm gonna drive it to work all week. I live pretty far from work too, about 30 minutes one way. So I'm going to drive it, make sure everything's still good, and then I'll do a full review on it, or whatever, my opinion of a full review on the F-Cam Saturday. See you then. I'm gonna do a little valve adjustment. A little rig I made up, just cut up a valve cover. Every time I think I can hear one of the lifters, I'll do this trick, and then every single time, I can't hear them anymore. Yeah, they sound completely fine to me, but as soon as I put that other valve cover on, I'm gonna think I hear it again. But it is what it is. Okay, so we made it to Saturday, and I just rewatched that last video and realized I'm wearing the exact same shirt, but it is about a week later. Drove the car to work all week. Glad to report there was no issues. It's still very drivable. I want to give you a rundown of the setup first. I don't think I mentioned anything about it. It's a 351 Windsor with nothing special about the bottom end. It has World Windsor Junior heads, and it has the Edelbrock 2181 intake manifold, a Demon 625 carburetor. It's a very mild setup, and part of the reason, we don't want to go through all the backstory, but it's a mild setup, and my brother offered me an F-Cam if I just give him the E-Cam, and I figured I'd go for it. Didn't know if I was going to lose a bunch of low-end torque. I knew it should rev better, up in the higher RPMs, but I was a little bit worried about losing that low-end torque, and this being a daily driver, I want it to be an enjoyable daily driver. I've been in a situation before where I had a car that it started to wear on you. It wasn't always fun to drive because you were either on the throttle or on the clutch. It just didn't want to cruise. And I'm happy to say the F-Cam is still a good cruiser. With a 351, I can't say for a 302. But it still cruises good. I could lug it down to, like 1800 RPMs if I wanted. Still has a good amount of low-end torque. It feels, I don't have any dyno sheets to prove it, or time slips, but it feels stronger, in the higher RPMs, or even in the mid-range. It feels like it has it all the way down low, like it did at the E-Cam, but it feels like it has a little bit more in the mid-range and more as you keep going. So overall, if you have a 351 and you're like me, and you don't, and you want to walk that fine line of performance and drivability, the F-Cam's great. You could probably do even more of a duration and lift and be okay. But yeah, it's real good. And like I mentioned earlier, not that it's a problem with the E-Cam, but the E-Cam had a shakier idle with vacuum, and even on the tack it would always jump a little bit. I put the F-Cam in and it kind of tamed it. The reason for that, I would imagine, is a lobe separation angle. The E-Cam has that real tight 110 lobe separation angle. The F-Cam has a 114 lobe separation angle. The E-Cam, in my opinion, sounded a little bit better at idle. The F-Cam has a nice low, rumble to it, but it doesn't have that muscle car choppy idle. But yeah, I'll say it again. I think the average Joe, the F-Cam is really good for a 351. And I don't know, hopefully I didn't miss anything. If you want to comment, feel free. I'd love to hear what you think and comment back if anyone ever watches this, who knows. But yeah, I appreciate it.